Are you tired of all the endless AI hype, drowning in a sea of jargon and promises that never seem to materialize? You're not alone. The world of artificial intelligence is chaotic, but it doesn't have to be. Welcome to the AI Edge, the show that cuts through the noise. We'll turn the chaos into clarity, giving you practical tactics and information you need to harness true power of AI for your business. So, let's dive in. Welcome on in, everybody, to the AI Ed Show. We're happy to be here with you. And what are we here to do? We're help to turn that chaos into clarity with all things AI. So, I'm here with my amazing co-host, Mr. Jones. Say hi, Mr. Jones.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the AI Edge on Tuesday. Let's go. What we got, baby?
Let's go. So last week we did not have a show. We were taking a break for our birthdays. Yay! Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. We're another year younger and another year wiser. So we're hoping that everybody out there is feeling the same. But today we're going to talk about all things AI. And the biggest thing that we're going to talk about today is what are these companies up to? So the first company that we're going to chit chat today, guys, is about Walmart. Oh, Wally World. What are you up to, Wally World? Well, Walmart is betting big on AI super agents. What does that mean? Walmart is launching an AI-powered super agent to assist customers, employees, suppliers, and developers. They are bringing unified AI support to its massive ecosystem. These AI agents will handle tasks like personalized shopping. Hey, how many of you need a personalized shopper for Walmart? Sign me up. I know a few older grandmas and moms that could do that too. Order tracking, recipe suggestions, employee leave requests, and ad campaign generation. You heard it. Ad campaign generation. You know what that means, right? That is they are starting to automate their marketing department. What a concept. Okay. The AI system is trained on Walmart's proprietary data that allows for deeper personalization and improved efficiency in service and delivery. Walmart aims to streamline operations and reduce friction across e-commerce, employee productivity, and supplier interactions. This move is part of Walmart's broader strategy to stay competitive with Amazon and other giants like themselves. That way they can leverage AI and scale bigger, faster, broader. So at the end of the day, guys, Walmart's getting in on this game. Walmart is saying, hey, I want a part of this AI tech game. I want to be able to be a part of utilizing and working smarter, not harder. And so this will, at the end of the day, affect the bottom line. It always affects the bottom line. Anything that we do in companies and businesses will affect the bottom line. Mr. Jones, what do you have to share about Walmart and what they're up to in jumping into the AI scene?
Well, I think one of the biggest things that we have to understand is that, Walmart, is not a little small player. And once again, if these bigger companies are implementing this AI, then why aren't you? From your scheduling, from your simple, your CRM, from your social media, AI is here to stay. And so often, we've been taught, we've been shown about this AI, and we think of Terminator. We think of the scary movies. We think of iRobot. We think of something that is really going to impact or hurt us and harm us. But in all reality, AI has been around when you think of calculators, when you think of the Ring camera, when you think of, Alexa, when you think of Siri. And it's done so much to help us in society by allowing us to, let it do some of the work. And for us not to, right? Grammarly check. A prime example. I would not have passed college if it wouldn't have been for Grammarly check. Let's just put it to you that way. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. And so when we talk about Walmart utilizing AI, right, a learning language model, a way for us to be able to not do the repetitive task, and for these companies to be able to serve better customer service to you and I, which is what we want, so we can keep coming back and to make it an easier flow. They're implementing this AI. And so whether it be from the customer standpoint, whether it be from the back end standpoint, whether it be from the marketing standpoint, AI is going to be able to take us to a whole new level. And that's what these companies are showing you in all different facets of being able to interact, and have, Walmart, which we've showcased to you guys. Walmart has been implementing, training utilizing the metaverse. They've trained over 1 million people utilizing the metaverse. And when we talk about AI, when we talk about Web3, all of these technologies go hand in hand as we continue to share with you. All is one. At the end of the day. So, when you see that AI is driving, e-commerce growth, online sales account for 50% of total sales within the next 5 years, that's huge. And so when companies can get this type of return on investment, return on time, which a lot of the time we forget that time is the most important thing, that we need more time, and this AI gives us more of that time. So we're not thinking, we're not creating, and it's literally having that bug right there, on the side of us, or should I say that assistant right on the side of us. And so we want you all to be able to make sure you're utilizing these things and implementing these things. And we want to also welcome all of you from all of our different stations and channels and environments that we're in. If you guys don't know, we highly encourage you to come and visit us in the Hello Plaza in Metaverse, from your cell phone, from your laptop, from your iPad. And of course, listen to me, you can steal your grandma's VR headsets that she's been using and you haven't got one, but I promise you can get the same interaction on your cell phone. So definitely come into the metaverse, visit us from the metaverse, hit that big old button that says Hello Plaza, as you can see on our screen behind us, that our biz in a box, more than a website and experience. And you can hit that big button that says Hello Plaza. You can watch us on YouTube. You can watch us on Facebook. You can watch us on Twitch. You can watch us on LinkedIn. You can watch us on Instagram. But more importantly, we encourage you guys to come and see this new way that you can experience and you can engage. And guess what? We're going to make it even better for you, because come this NFL season, we want you guys to come and watch the NFL games in the metaverse and be a part of it. So it's kind of like going to your mom's, your grandma's, your favorite uncle's house and watching the game. Now you get to stay at your own house and watch it and have just as much fun, if not more funner, where you got to worry about getting dressed and worried about the looking good running the show and all the rest of that. So definitely we want to thank you guys. And so I see we got some people in here. Mr. Stanley Green, welcome, welcome, welcome. Had a great conversation with Stanley last week. Cannot wait to see the big things that we are going to be able to accomplish and do. Miss Lisa, of course. Welcome, Miss Lisa. If you guys are not following Miss Lisa, the menopause queen, as I call her, and everything up underneath the sun when it comes to women's emotions or hormones, and more so just everybody at the end of the day. And man, yes, you too do have those monthly things as well. You might want to deny it, but the facts are out there. It's here. Then, of course, we got Miss Tracy is in the building. How you doing, Miss Tracy? And then we have Chietza in the building as well. I'm pretty sure I didn't butcher that as well. One of our other amazing pivot members that has joined us. But love, let's keep this party going. You got anything else on that article?
Wally World, it's good to have you in the AI sector. It just brings mass awareness to what's going on. So let's go ahead and move to our second amazing article today. We're going to talk about Penske. Penske, if you guys do not know who Penske is, they are a nationwide trucking company that you can either hire to move, or they can also be rentals. So they are a trucking company, right? And they are getting into AI as well to optimize their truck maintenance. Boy, let me tell you guys something. I do have a background within, logistics. I do have a background that is within trucking. I had a father who was a trucker. I have other family members who's in trucking. And I will tell you The fact maintenance is expensive on these bad boys. I remember when I was assisting a family member about a year ago and had almost had an engine blow up, and that engine right there was going to be $55,000. $55,000 on one truck for an engine to be rebuilt. Let me tell you, if you are not ready for the maintenance bills that come when it comes down to transportation, you don't want to be in the trucking industry. But that is why Penske is getting AI involved. So what are they doing? They're launching Catalyst AI is what they are calling it, and it is to monitor and optimize its entire fleet of over 433,000 trucks. So almost 500,000 trucks that they are going to be analyzing more than 300 daily data points. The system predicts vehicle maintenance needs, improving fuel efficiency, minimizing downtime, and avoiding costly breakdowns. Customers like Dairygold. If you don't know who Dairygold is, they are a huge creamery supplier. So they supply milk, ice cream, cheese. They are a creamery. They and Honeyville benefit from the most reliable deliveries and reduce fleet costs. AI Insights allows Penske to proactively schedule service and optimize routes, helping clients to reduce maintenance spend by 20%. So that means that they are going to be able to reduce their maintenance costs by 20% just off the top for introducing this AI Catalyst system into their fleet. AI Insight allows Penske to proactively schedule service and optimize routes, helping clients reduce maintenance and other initiatives. Let's see. The initiative is a part of Penske's mission to modernize logistics with tech-driven predictive operations across the supply chain. So Penske is another large company like Wally World. They too are now utilizing AI to work smarter, not harder. Again, if you are within the logistics business, if you are within the trucking business, whether you have your own truck yourself and you are a solo driver and you are an independent driver, or whether you work for a large company and they have a big fleet, or you have a large fleet of trucks, it is costly to maintain these 18-wheelers that are out on the road delivering our products and goods. And AI is going to be able to help minimize that impact. Because guys, as humans, one of the things that my father taught me, who was a truck driver his entire life, was you always checked your vehicle before you got in the truck and after you got in the truck. And because he had the old school mindset. Now look, the newer drivers these days, I know this from experience. I know this from trying to hire people within the last, year as into a trucking company. It is nearly impossible to hire a younger generation into an older fleet. Why do I say that? Because AI has assisted us so much in our fleets that we now are teaching the younger generation. They depend on those AI data points, that AI information coming back. They depend on a team to take care of the vehicles, the fleet, the trucks that are being driven. The older generation, my father and those, they come from a generation where they did that. It was their baby. If their truck didn't work, it was because of them. They were not doing what the work they needed to do on it. So we're now being able to minimize that walk around time. And trust me, you have to get there to start a truck up in the morning, especially, if you're in colder temperatures, and that truck has to run 30, 45 minutes, maybe even an hour to warm up and be ready to roll on the road. So if you could have the ability to implement an AI system and an AI fleet that would have those trucks not only being monitored for maintenance, not only being monitored for any possible issues coming up, monitoring the current systems and data points like your transmissions, your crankshafts, your pistons, your every little thing that runs and is operating within that engine and that structure, even into the drive line and the drivetrain, knowing exactly what's going on, even down to your ball and your hitch, where your connection points, where you're hooking up trailers. Because if your hitch goes down and you can't connect up to a trailer, and you're now a dead tractor in the water because you can't pull anything. So there's so many moving parts. It's so minute, and it is ever what is the word I'm looking for? Ever happening. It's always happening. Your truck maintenance is always happening. David as well grew up within a family of logistics and trucking, and so he understands that because as a child he grew up working on trucks and all that. So, love, what do you think about Penske? Doing that.
Well, I think the biggest thing is that people have to understand that the way that we used to do business, or the way that we used to take care of things, are not like they are now. And it's so crazy to imagine that, we have all these AI tools and all these AI things that can be able to really, look at these gauges, look at the temperatures, look at all of these things. And sometimes people still don't utilize those. And this is where we share with people. A lot of times people aren't reading at the end of the day. And so that's why we want to make sure that, we take care of the basics and do the basics. And that's what AI allows us to do. And so real quick, if you guys don't know, you should know about our amazing Getting Naked, or should I say our actual bloopers that we have, that we continue to showcase with you guys. And so check out this amazing blooper that we have. Here we go.
And welcome to the AI bloopers. If you don't know what this is about, this is where we take ChatGPT, all these AI tools, and show you that communication is key. And sometimes these robots be trying their best, but they be gaslighting me like no other. And I'm pretty sure they do you too. Check this out. So meet Leah Garcia. She is an amazing financial strategist. This is her normal looking picture. ChatGPT, count your days. Now this looks nowhere near like her first original picture. ChatGPT, you wrong for doing my customer like this. I can't do her social media with that big ass head looking like that. Come on, you're gonna get me fired. So if you know me, I'm not gonna give up. And ChatGPT, you make it real easy for you to get cussed out. Now you gonna do this? You know what? I'm dead. What am I gonna do with this? Why y'all do Leah like that? Y'all better be glad. So I asked ChatGPT, create an image for Buttons Up for this with a Pixar character of a volleyball player. The only caption being this: she didn't just play sports. She played with purpose. You go see what I got. Now this is a nice picture and image. And this is what I got. Come on, ChatGPT. You didn't see nothing about her being angry, mad, upset. She looked like she want to kick my ass right now. But in all seriousness, I will say, ChatGPT, you're getting a whole lot better. Here pretty soon, I'm not going to be able to do any AI bloopers. But wait, I just want to know, where did you see the splits in this prompt? Because that's what she's doing. So look, the future is here. And AI is getting better and better, as you can see by my baby avatar on top. You guys make sure you come and visit us every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time and come and join the AI Edge. This event is always amazing, and you know the drill. Toodles!
So boom, that right there is a great example of, AI and our bloopers. And if you guys have not been following our AI bloopers, we highly encourage you to make sure that you're checking out our social media. Go to the Hello LLC on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter, on Twitch, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and you will find us because we definitely are omnipresent when we're talking about AI, when we're talking about metaverse, and more importantly, building your foundations. And that's the great thing about what we showcase is we talk about these articles, we bring facts, we bring truth to you guys, and we really showcase how you can utilize these things at the end of the day and how you should be implementing these things. So it's not I got my head in the sand and I didn't know that this was happening, or oh no, I didn't know that was happening. Oh no, I didn't know that, trucking companies are now about to, get rid of their fleet, which then in itself is going to disrupt a lot of people throughout the economy. And I was just watching another an actual show that showcased how teachers are in a world of trouble, where teachers are not being replaced by AI. And so this is why we had this conversation today. AI and employment. Is it really separating? We're separating the hype from the reality, because believe it or not, your job, your position, whatever you're doing, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you are a business owner, I'm here to share with you, you are in a world of trouble if you do not learn how to retool, reskill, and relearn how you're currently doing things right now at this particular moment. There's no more pencil and pen. There's no more, I got to type it all out. There's no more, I got to do all of these things. You literally can be able to speak it to an AI agent, to a learning language model, let it go onto the internet and do all the researching for you and give you the right information back. There's no more guessing at, I think I know this, I think I know that. Now you can literally go and ask a genius, they think of it that way, and be able to get the answers that you want, however the answers work best for you. Maybe you work better with the chart. Maybe you work better with bullet points. Maybe you work better with it in analogies. Maybe you work better with a different way, a style that works best for you. And that's where we're at with this technology. And so, love, especially when you bring up this Penske and what it's going to do, this definitely hits home for us. For both of our, families being hugely invested in the trucking, logistic, business, construction business. And this is an eye opener. And a lot of people didn't believe us when we shared this with them, of saying, hey, you better buckle up because things are going to change. And if you aren't willing to change, then you're going to be in a world of trouble. And a lot of people are sitting here with their thumbs thinking that this is still 1990. This is still 1995. This is still 2000. This is still 2005. No, the world is shifting faster and faster than you can possibly imagine right in front of your eyes.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And if you blink, you'll miss it, as they say, right?
Yeah.
So Penske's doing big, great things, and that is what they are up to. So we greatly, love the fact that Penske is jumping in here. But as we move on over to our case study, we just want to share at the end of the day, we appreciate everybody here. We appreciate you chiming in, jumping in. And if you would like to be a part of this conversation, go ahead and drop questions in the chat channel or come on into the metaverse and you can be a part of this live show. So next, we're going to talk about ServiceNow. If you guys don't know, ServiceNow is a company that is acquiring MoveWorks to automate enterprise support. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
That means they're going to use AI. That word is going to make that real short and simple. They're using AI, as we know. ServiceNow acquired MoveWorks for $2.9 billion, so just shy of $3 billion, to integrate its AI-powered support automation into their enterprise workflows. So essentially, they have existing workflows that they were now going to layer AI into. And so those tedious tasks, kind of like taking the garbage out, answering your emails, booking phone calls, booking meetings, all of that stuff is now going to be taken care of by AI. I'm joking about the garbage, by the way, but I'm not really, because, we just watched Fantastic Four and Herbie, the robot, is available, and Herbie is going to take your trash out coming soon. So MoveWorks uses natural language processor, so it's an NLP, as most people know, to automatically resolve IT, so information technology, human resources, and other internal service tickets via chat platforms like Slack, Teams, and ServiceNow. So ServiceNow is a platform that's very similar to like Teams and Slack. There are companies using MoveWorks reported major time savings, faster internal support, and lower IT overhead. That means they are now saving money because of AI. The AI connects the back-end systems like Workday, Salesforce, and ServiceNow to resolve requests instantly without needing a human. Let me repeat that. Without needing a human. Okay, because we know these humans are full of emotion. This acquisition helps ServiceNow expand its AI strategies and reinforce its role in streamlining internal operations with intelligent automations. Why did I say humans are full of emotions, and why did I emphasize that? Because we all know when we're dealing with customer service, when we're dealing with help tickets, hey, it could be little Miss Susie down the the hallway. And little Miss Susie is not the best at when it comes to IT. Technical things, she's constantly needing help. She's got a service ticket in every other day because her email ate another email and she can't find it. She's changed the view on her emails, and so now everything's sorted by date, and she was looking for it sorted by name, and she wants it sorted by date. We all know those people that are not as tech friendly or tech savvy. And what happens is you could be someone who has helped little Miss Susie for 2 years in her internal service ticket requests, her technical ticket requests. And you might be having a bad day or maybe a bad week. Maybe your dog passed away suddenly. It was your best friend. Maybe, you stubbed your toe waking up that morning and then gotten a little fender bender to work. I don't know. You're having a bad day, bad week. And little Miss Susie's got 7 tickets in and she's needing help. Why am I sharing all this? Because we are humans and we are full of emotion. And you might just have a bad day and Miss Susie has too many tickets in, and you might not have the most patient response with little Miss Susie and her IT questions. Well, AI is here to help. AI is here to save that day. Now, all of these things that little Miss Susie needs help with, trying to get her emails, view resorted properly, trying to figure out where she deleted or archived an email, trying to figure out why her meeting that she just put on the schedule is not showing up. All of these things, AI can jump in and be able to help, because guess what? They're pretty easy help tickets. They're really repetitive. It's not a big thing like I need to move a server or I need to rebuild the server, right? Those are complex IT issues. But these simple, small IT help desk, internal HR needs, hey, I need to request a day off. Hey, Billy Bob, said something to little Susie about her tech, and now she's in her room, in her office crying. I don't know. Whatever those things are, we are humans. In AI, yes, there's a whole lot of conversations around what it is and what it is not, but it allows us to remove that emotional side of things so we can be efficient and effective. Because ultimately what happens is we just need answers. As in talking to the older generation, the number one thing that I hear of the baby boomer generation is, I just need help. When I need help, I just need help. And there's nobody to help me. And the beautiful thing is that AIs get extremely smart to where they can jump in and they are being of help. Mr. Jones, what do you think about ServiceNow implementing AI to help resolve IT tickets, HR, internet issues, internal, help tickets? What do you think?
Well, I think the biggest thing is that we have to understand is that we've been using AI for the longest, because how many times have you called in to customer service and you've had to talk to the machine and you're like, talk to an associate,
Zero.
And so, it baffles me when people say, oh, I don't know about this AI, I don't know if it's going to do. We've been the test dummies for this AI, and we've been putting in our faces on this phone for the longest to give it all the information it needs to be able to regurgitate and give us that information back, if you really think about it. All these faces, all these avatars, all these, voice memos, all these audio rooms that we've been doing, all of this has been utilized to build these platforms, and now for us to get even better. So yes, I believe, when they get to utilizing, this technology, which is better and better, especially when some of these larger corporations are already utilizing this stuff. And so a lot of the times people don't even much understand that they're talking about technologies and, and newer things that they're already utilizing with these bigger companies. Like when you're using with Home Depot, like when you're going to Walmart, like when you're going to IKEA, when you're going to airlines, you're already utilizing some of the latest and greatest technology. And when you go to these places, like, ooh, you can do that? How'd you know that? What? You figured that out? You customized this to me? I feel so important. And that's the bigger thing that we have to get around, is that this AI helps us with our customers, with our clients, especially those of you that are entrepreneur mindset thinking. You have to be able to find ways that you don't have to be playing the guessing game any longer with your clients. You now can be able to find out exactly what they want, exactly what they want to talk about, exactly what they need, and what pain points they have in order to make the sale. And that's what it's always been about, from a good salesmanship, from a good business. I know a lot of people say, I don't like the salesman. Well, that's not business. You have to sell in order to have business. And unfortunately, fortunately, this AI takes a lot of fear and a lot of, ooh, I'm not good with sales, or ooh, I'm not good with that, or ooh, this isn't my expertise. And now you get to utilize AI at your begging call to get over those fears. And so once again, rich people think of solutions, poor people think of problems. And so often we think of problems and how this AI is going to do this, how the AI is going to do that, and not thinking of the positive side of what it's already been doing. Imagine you not having your cell phone right now and all the applications that put this in and put that in and do this for you and do that for you automatically without you having to do it. You would lose your head if you had to now go put in your credit card or put in your name or put in all this auto-filled information that your phone automatically remembers.
Yeah, absolutely. And, and just in closing, something you said about, sales. I don't like sales and all that, Really, people have to shift the thing, and this is completely kind of off topic, but this is why AI is helping us. People have to shift their thinking from sales is actually you're solving problems. You're solving problems, and you're sharing with others how you solve problems. So all you're doing when you're selling, quote unquote, is sharing with someone else who is a potential client about how you solve XYZ problem. And they might have XYZ problem, and they might be real intrigued when you share how you're able to do that. That is what sales is. I just wanted to share that because we talk about that a lot. And no matter what you do in life, within business, you're solving problems. Whether you have created the splatter screen when you're frying something, you're frying bacon in the pan and you got splatters going everywhere, the grease is splattering. Who invented the splatter screen, the fry screen?
We ain't used one of those until we got here in Thailand.
Yeah, I grew up with one, by the way, and David was like, "I didn't grow up with it."
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, when you're cooking with grease, there's this little mesh, little blocker screen that blocks the grease. Now I know where I come from, we ain't have none of those. But all of a sudden we moved to Thailand and it's everywhere and it's a lifesaver. It's a game changer. And I was where's this been at with bacon?
I got my butt beat for not using one of those when I was little because we had bacon grease everywhere. It was a household staple. But we digress. AI did not help with that. But my point being, at the end of the day, guys, AI is here. AI is helping you make life easier. AI, guys, is really a useful tool if you will lean in and utilize it. But too many people, and this is, I am probably not going to make friends with this statement, that too many people are sheeple, meaning you are only getting into the AI trend now because other people are using it, so you feel safe. And so at the end of the day, many people believe that AI is our demise. It could be. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball.
They said that about the internet. They
I
said
don't have
that
a
about
crystal ball.
cars.
I don't have a crystal ball. Neither do you. Guess what? You're not going to make it out of this life alive. You do realize at some point you're going to become worm food or fish food, depending on however you choose to be able to be moved on into the next department. But my point being is, you ain't going to make it out alive. So why are you worried about it? Why do you not choose to make your life simpler and easier now and help more people instead of sitting here worried about, oh my God, in 50 years, we're all going to be enslaved to robots? Well, my goodness, you're 75 years old. Are you going to be here at 125? Could be. I mean, they are going to come out with, AI and medical and ways to live longer. So you could be. But my point being is, let's be realistic. Let's pull up, have a seat at the table, stop whining about how things could be the demise of our future. Because guess what? That hamburger you ate for lunch, that beer you drank over the weekend, that cigarette you smoked, or that car that you drive could kill you too. But you don't live in a world of, oh my God, every time I get into my car, which by the way, is if you really look at it statistically, you can die in a car accident. Your likelihood to die in a car accident versus any other being eaten by a shark or anything like that is higher. So my point being is, you don't worry about getting in a car. You don't worry about getting on a plane. You don't worry about getting on trains, planes, and automobiles to go anywhere and travel around this world. Some people might have a little thought about that's why they have flight anxiety. But my point being is, you got to go to the store, the grocery store. You don't worry about getting in that car, do you? No, you don't. You jump in that car, you get down the road, you get to the grocery store, you get what you need, you get home, and you move about your business. So why are you sitting here going, oh my God, if I have a conversation with AI about this, how do I handle this, or how do I, this recipe, or I need to change my cat's food diet. What is my new cat food diet going to be for our cats? Whatever it is that you're freaking having a conversation about. Why do you worry about, oh my God, I can't share too much information with AI because it's going to be my demise. So let's put it in perspective. Everything that you do is your demise. You drinking water could be your demise because it could go down the wrong, tube and you could choke yourself. Guys, freaking breathing air and you're not promised tomorrow waking up. So stop worrying about AI being your demise. Get in, utilize it. I have found over the past month AI to be extremely helpful for me to think through things, be able to put things into an organized conversation to where it makes sense. And it's not just all over the place because I'm random and I'm like, ooh, butterfly, let's talk about this. Oh, squirrel, let's talk about that. Oh, look at the pretty diamond. Let's talk about that. My point being is, AI helps me get focused, gets on track, and be able to be productive. What's AI helping you do in your business or your professional life? And with that, Mr. Jones, what do you want to add as we wrap up this amazing conversation?
I was going to say that, people are worried about, us being enslaved and all of that. Let me help y'all out.
We already are.
We already are.
You're enslaved to your phone.
You're enslaved to your phone. You're enslaved to your addictions. You're enslaved to, things that just don't serve you right. And so often we forget about these little minute things that have us wrapped up. And this is just the next talking point. As I shared, they said the same thing about the internet when the internet came along. Oh my God, this is going to do this. They said the same thing when cars came around, to horses. Oh my God, this is going to
Microwaves.
disrupt, the same thing with microwaves, same thing with anything new. Anything new that is unknown, people fear. And then once they are more aware of it and they understand what it does, then they're more, prevalent to it. So
yeah.
We want to welcome in some other people. I see we got Miss Kimberly Wells in here. She says this is a great combo. I'm speaking about how much it helps me next. I'm starting to love this. Love it. And then we have Justin who says, you are right about that. AI is already in our daily lives. The workplace and the world as general are changing quickly. AI will be a critical part of foreseeable future. Embrace the change and utilize it for your benefit. Spot on, Justin. Spot on. And so, these are other people that are sharing with you their experiences in broadcasting out loud, to not be afraid of these things and not be, worried about these things. So real quick, look, we got something for you guys that we've been holding on for a while, but I want to be able to bring this back to you guys and bring this to the forefront, really, for you guys to see, how important this is for you guys to understand that we are there, right? And AI is doing bigger and better things day by day. So check out this share from this construction worker first about how construction, since we were talking about construction earlier. Check this out. So boom, whole entire construction workflow is done by AI machines and AI robots. And this is just a taste of it, because I was watching a show the other day of like, well, we need more tradesmen, workers, because AI robots can't do that. And I'm sitting there like a little boy in the back of the car, in the car seat, talking about bullshit. Yes, it is going to be done all by that. And so here goes another video, just alone with healthcare industry. Check this out.
Where do you feel like the biggest change is going to happen with AI?
We have the technology today to have a medical assistant on your smartphone that's better than your average doctor, that's available 24/7 to everyone with a smartphone, that runs at under a couple dollars an hour in terms of compute costs to run it. We should get that as soon as possible. That doesn't mean doctors out of work. There's all kinds of things for doctors to do, because among other things, the app may say, hey, these are the 3 things in most probability from these things, but then the doctor knows, oh, these are the things that I'm seeing in the symptom that you didn't tell the AI that's actually really important that we need to do. There's all kinds of, and a doctor can spend more time with patients. Like, hey, look, I had this whole conversation with my medical assistant, and here's what I came up with, and goes, oh, well, let's spend more time on this one and spend some time, because that's all faster given the economics of it. So I think that is clearly going to happen, should happen as fast as possible.
So boom, ladies and gentlemen, that right there is a great example of how, this technology is changing. And before we get out of here, if you guys do not know about our amazing Hello Passport TikTok channel, where we share all of our amazing adventures that Tara and I have taken from Colombia, that we lived, and then to Mexico that we just came from 2.5 years. And now we're in the beautiful Thailand. So we're about 12 hours ahead of everybody else. And so definitely you guys check out our amazing Hello Passport on TikTok. We'll flash here and there on some of our other channels, but if you definitely want to follow us on all the things that we do, from our lavish, eating style, from our corner buffets and all the rest, definitely make sure you guys follow us.
Our gourmet meals from 7-Eleven.
Exactly.
Watch for that series to come soon.
King around here, where me and Tara might go on a week adventure of just eating at 7-Eleven and watch how amazing the food is. But as we talk about that, check this out.
When David talks about the fact of the food set now, I know Americans are like, oh no, we don't do food set now. And it's because of, salmonella and all of these other things that could happen. And you just have to use your best judgment here. You can, a lot of times people will have, it depends on where you're at. If you're out at street food, yeah, like if you're not used to the street food here, you kind of want to make sure that you are using your best judgment. Unless you don't mind having to, stick close to the bathroom for the next 2 days. Whatever you choose to do, right? It's not gonna, it could kill you. It's never, I won't say that, but I will say the fact that use your best judgment. We've had a friend here that we've met, and he's like, nah, leave the street food alone. And that's because he got sick. But he also said I was eating things that I probably shouldn't have. So, that best judgment thing comes down. When David talks about the back of the food set now, I know Americans are like, oh no, we don't do food set now. And it's because of, salmonella and all of these other things that could happen. And you just have to use your best judgment here. You can, a lot of times people will have, it depends on where you're at. If you're out at street food, yeah, like if you're not used to the street food here, you kind of want to make sure that you are using your best judgment. Unless you don't mind having to, stick close to the bathroom for the next 2 days. Whatever you choose to do, right? It's not gonna, it could kill you. It's never, I won't say that, but I will say the fact that use your best judgment. We've had a friend here that we've met, and he's like, nah, leave the street food alone. And that's because he got sick. But he also said I was eating things that I probably shouldn't have. So, that best judgment thing comes down. When David talks about the back of the food set now.
All right. So definitely make sure you guys follow the Hello Passport on TikTok for our adventures around the world, from Thailand to Mexico to Colombia that we've taken and we continue to be on. So definitely you guys come be a part of that. And Love, you got anything you want to add before we get out of here?
AI is here. Why are you not using AI? That's it. Why are you not using it? Why are you not allowing it to make your life run smoother and easier instead of having to make your life complicated? And some people think, oh, it's because I don't want to get stupid. AI is going to make me stupid. I'm going to stop thinking. Okay, whatever it is. But what's standing in your way from using AI? So with that said, you know the drill. Love,
Kindness,
and integrity.
but most importantly,
Commitment,
and
consistency.
until next time.
Toodles! See y'all next week.
Are you an innovative entrepreneur or business owner ready to embrace the future of business transformation?
The world is evolving at an unprecedented pace, and it's crucial to adapt and pivot towards success in this dynamic landscape. At the Hello LLC, we are dedicated to guiding you through this transformative journey, offering a comprehensive suite of services that extend beyond the metaverse and 3D immersive experiences.
Our mission is to empower businesses and brands by assisting them in building, branding, systemizing, and automating their operations. We specialize in steering businesses from a two-dimensional existence to a thriving three-dimensional presence, where opportunities abound.
We help businesses harness the power of technology to work smarter, not harder, enabling them to operate efficiently and stay ahead of the curve. Our diverse range of services includes
Our Biz in a Box is a complete business solution package designed to jumpstart your entrepreneurial journey. From strategic planning to digital infrastructure, we've got you covered. Your one app, one tap solution.
Our Motion Work AI videos transform your brand storytelling with our cutting-edge AI-driven video production, captivating your audience like never before.
Our 3D VR environments will step you into the future of immersive experiences. With our custom 3D virtual reality environments that engage and captivate your customers.
Lastly, in our Pivot membership program, we offer tailored guidance and support to either show you, teach you, or take care of the transformation process for you.
According to a 2023 study by Fundera, a staggering 28% of small businesses in the United States do not have an online presence. This statistic underscores the importance of embracing digital transformation. Having a website is more than just an online presence, it's a gateway to unlocking numerous benefits, including reaching a broader audience, showcasing your products or services, generating leads and sales, establishing trust, providing customer support, and maintaining competitiveness within your industry.
The Hello LLC is committed to helping you excel in all these aspects of modern business, not just limited to the metaverse alone.
Why should you choose the Hello LLC to navigate this transformational journey?
By partnering with us and harnessing cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, reduce operational costs, and enhance brand recognition, all while working with a company that holds integrity in high regard. Our commitment to ethical and principled business practices ensures that your journey towards success is not only innovative, it is also firmly rooted in trust and transparency.
Don't wait. Take the first step towards a brighter business future. Contact us today to explore how we can support you in developing a remarkable digital presence and immersive experience that will leave a lasting impression.